93.5 and 93.7 FM for the end game. Remember, sports is unity.
Welcome to the Endgame Sports Show. My name is Adrian Constant. This is WTP Media Network, and today, we got a show. It's been a weekend. The World Cup is happening, so sports is really going. So the World Cup, the FIFA World Cup is happening. The Women's World Cup is happening. West Indies played 2 games on the weekend. 1-1 last one. I'll discuss those 2 games. The New York Knicks won a championship, and that is insane to me because I never thought that would happen. So the New York Knicks won a championship, and if the Knicks can win, so Arsenal won, the Knicks won, and Dredgers won. So do also remember that we're checking in on Spliff as well to talk about the games from the weekend. So listen, it's a lot. The Endgame Sports Show, you got it locked into WTP Media Network. It's going to be a good day today. We will be right back.
Flag high, it's kind of my time. You feel it, I feel it, feel the rhythm now.
You feel it? The Caribbean's greatest summer festival is here. Bigger, louder, and sweeter than ever. Feel the rhythm from July 25th to August 4th, 2026. Feel the rhythm of mass. Feel the rhythm of music. Feel the rhythm of our culture. Experience non-stop vibes, unforgettable moments, epic fets, and the energy that only Antigua Carnival can deliver. Mark your calendars now and don't miss a single show, a single fet, or a single jam. Stay connected and follow the rhythm. Facebook at Antigua Carnival. Instagram at Antigua Festival Official. Antigua Carnival 2026, July 25th to August 4th, 2026. Come feel the rhythm.
Calypso. Feel the rhythm, feel the power, feel the culture of Antigua Barbuda. Friday, July 31st, the stage is set for the most powerful voices, the sweetest melodies, and the real spirit of Carnival. It's the Cavalier Rum Calypso Monarch Finals live at Carnival City. Will the reigning Calypso Monarch be defending her crown? One stage, one microphone, one crown. Who will rise? Who will conquer the Calypso throne? Tickets only $40. Friday, July 31st. It's the Cavalier Rum Calypso Monarch Finals, Carnival City.
When you're having your midlife and want everything go fine, there is one place in Antigua that will help you have good time. Grab all liquors, Nelson Dockyard, and of course, cause you will see they've got everything for occasion, life and even party. All the very best in liquors for much less than you expect. Come to Bravo Liquors for the rest of time to sure to get. From a scotch and vodkas, even wine and cigarettes, cigars, juices, bars and liquors that we ain't finished yet. Party flavors, soda, soft drinks, coolers, quicksans, even scotch. Bravo Liquors in Antigua is where you find it at. Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors.
WTP Radio, Antigua.
Are you ready for adventure, drama, action, horror, and family-friendly films all under one roof? Enjoy the magic of the movies with friends and family at Caribbean Cinemas with the latest Hollywood releases. Get off your couch. Come enjoy a refreshing soda and freshly popped hot popcorn while enjoying the best entertainment in the best environment at Caribbean Cinemas. For movies and schedules, visit CaribbeanCinemas.com. See you at the movies.
Hi there, I am DJ Governor Slim inviting you to join me for your Nighttime Groove Mondays through Thursdays from 10 p.m. until 1 a.m. and on Saturdays for your weekend mashup from 1 until 3 on WTP Media Network 93.5 to the world at www.wtpantigua.com.
Hi, this is Sly the Chief Rockin' J. Join me every morning, Monday to Friday from 7 o'clock on WTP FM 93.5. Your mornings will never sound like this again.
Father's Day is this Sunday, and all week at WTP we are celebrating the incredible men who raised us. To treat them right, we've teamed up with the Wtp restaurant for a delicious lunch for two, and Clippers Barbershop for a fresh, free haircut. We want to hear about your dad. Is he your rock, your mentor, or just a guy who always makes you laugh? Listen in all week to share your stories and win it all for Dad this week. Celebrate Father's Day with WTP Media Network.
Just like you.
Hi there, I am DJ Governor Slim inviting you to join me for your Nighttime Groove Mondays through Thursdays from 10 p.m. until 1 a.m. and on Saturdays for your weekend mashup from 1 until 3 on WTP Media Network 93.5 to the world at www.wtpantigua.com.
Weekend and out effect, and I ain't really tired yet. Later I have mass to play, but right now I'm going juvie. Watch me all on the market street, chipping down in the peasant heat. Happy to be alive to see another year of this winery. Me and my crew taking town, every bumper we taking down. From the road to the gate, the way to the stage, let's see for it. Until the sun start rising up, the soca party just can't done. As long as soca's still around, I ain't living till morning comes. So wrap me up in the soca, wrap me up. I want you to wrap me up with the soca.
Welcome back to the Endgame Sports Show. My name is Adrian Constant. This is WTP Media Network, and as I told you, we have a lot of sports. So, I mean, starting off today, I said, you know what, let's go to one of the sports that it's next to me. It's close to my heart. You know, the nice sport of softball. Joining me on the phone line is Mr. Bowen Spliff. Anthony, good afternoon, sir. How are we doing?
Hey, good afternoon, Adrian, to you and your many listeners, near and far, wherever they may be.
Yeah, so, you know, cricket on the weekend, I said I was going to make it, but yesterday I ended up, you know, I had to do something else, couldn't make it to town. And then by the time I didn't remember games were playing at Sweets. So I didn't make it out to Sweets either. But, you know, next week, I done talk to somebody for try getting a little doing for that team, see?
Okay, that is so wonderful. Which one is the team? A winning one?
A friendship one. One of my friends. I don't know if I'm winning one yet.
Listen, there are some real big ones out there now. That the Dredgers defending third over champ. They just run over Princess Margaret yesterday, PMS. Just run over them. They make 90 something, and we'll just brush them off. Tunnels. You remember the youngster that went to the World Cup?
Yeah.
Well, Tunnels just brush off that it make you look like a well, you know what I mean? I walk in the park. And, we don't last. I think about 4 or 5 overs. So we had landslide yesterday now. And, but they really, and I think, PJs over by you, they took advantage of the 300. You know, Aiko, one of the bad dogs. And, no one the Marcus sponsors them ever so often, just like WTP and then Robert Chet Green sponsor our 2020, because winners, always find themselves with winners, And, yesterday was marvelous. After that, came out in Sweets. Let me just give you both of them because I'm a little all over the place. The Sweets game, Marco, 3Js, they ran over 300. And, I tell you, that was a big game. But one or two of the players, but that's no excuse. They say I wasn't there for this team, I wasn't there. But
yeah, I wasn't there, no worry.
Yeah, but normally when people see fire and so sometimes they everybody getting burned.
How much times per season? How much time you play each team in the season?
3. We played 3 different.
No. In this T20 competition, only play them one time.
Yeah. What happened?
Then lucky.
We do that because now we're gonna play some night games over at Princess Margaret too. What happened? We're trying to get away from the carnival clash.
Yes.
Because when the carnival comes, hey, people take the vacation, they travel, and party, everything, no cricket. So what you don't want is that, hey, coming back, some will be there, some is not going to be there, and so we're trying to get it done. What slowed us up a bit, but we had to go to these night games because, Sri Lanka would be here for 2 test matches. So we have to respect, the international cricket by not having any cricket on Sundays while they're here. And as a result of that, we have to play some night games. But, hey, it's nothing new. The rules are night and day. We've done it before. Last year we went to, during the carnival. After the carnival, we finished up and we knew the negative effects, if you want to put it that way. It wasn't the 2020, but we're trying to run from it this year. So we're ensuring that, we get things, all T's crossed, all I's dot, and to ensure that, hey, all goes well before the carnival, because on carnival people go like a no hand. That's another subject by itself. And at Dredgers, as I said, Tanez Francis, the little youngster that went to the World Cup under 19, these guys just ran over PMS. Ran over. Nothing task slow in their way. And I had Rising Sun, I think mix up. Yeah. Susi, there's a young man by the name of Susi, they call him. His side really put on a run for the money and strictly business. So all in all, hey, things are there. Down at Dredgers with the second game with the female. Jennings. Hey, Jennings, boy.
That's a Sasha really, and Kimberly in them.
Yeah, they won Kimberly in them yesterday. 2020 went down to the last 2 balls. So, hey, we had some real good, exciting games yesterday. Hey, we just want to say thanks to our sponsor, the Honorable Chet Green and WTP, man. If it wasn't for you guys, this thing would not be what it is. And we're just hoping to carry it to the next level. I tried to I got some information sent out, so hopefully, I don't know if you got him, Adrian. Adrian, I'm going to have to get some information from him. I don't know if the number that you have is the same one that carry WhatsApp. So you're going to have to send me one number where I can, send all the information for you as well, just like I did for Mr. Gittens, And basically, that was our weekend there. But, hey, coming up during the week, we're going to have some night games. We're just getting the thing sorted. So what I might do, I'm going to give you a shout and let you know what's what. So just in case if anything, we can announce all of them in the game. I'll send some of the information some pictures to Mr. Gittens where he can always do it in the week because, hey, I guess they'll have more time in comparison to the Sunday where we have to get it before 6 o'clock to get it, on a Monday. But it's okay, even though we get it on a Tuesday, we're going to always have to arrange that. But all in all, fantastic. I'm waiting for you to make the comeback. Be careful, be mindful, and be watchful.
Yeah, Spliff. Yeah, in new developments. I'm going to start a high performance program from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the national team. Yeah, I mean, we had a conversation, and this current coaching staff, they're fine with me missing the 5 weeks leading up to. Remember, I said I wanted some time off, and I think that.
Yes.
Besides the mental part, I mean, when it's all said and done, you can soldier through that. But physically, I knew I wasn't where I wanted to be, so I've arranged with some representatives from our West Indies team. They will be around for about 6-7 weeks in Antigua, and we are going to do a 5-week program.
Wonderful.
To try and get me to where I want to be. And if the coaches permit, well, I will be making my appearance at the training squad, attempting to make the team.
What I can tell you, Adrian, sports take a lot of time. Hey, a lot of money.
Yep.
And sometimes getting a sponsor is not an easy thing than to take for granted. And because of the international level you're trying to reach, it's going to take a little more than normal if you're going to just be just an ordinary weekend stuff.
See, the thing is, people generally think, that the wake up and running, get up and run every morning help. No, it used to.
That's a little part of the project.
You have a world class athlete, so you should know.
Diet.
Yeah, you have a world class athlete, so you will know the preparation it took her to get to where she is, and
commitment.
She's still even remotely finished and where we want it, where she wants to be.
Adrian, let me segue a little. Since you're there, one of the fulfillment I got. Okay, although we're not there talking about that. They were playing the female World Cup game. And one of the commentators asked, well, some of these girls are, 30, 40. Some of the ages of Dapton and Taylor and some of the other girls who were little.
Yep.
And, Aiken as well. And they asked, well, what happened to, whatever prospect you have? And when I heard one of the commentators say, well, Antigua has a young lady, Kimberly Anthony, I felt so good. But all they said, she had to get herself in shape, which we know that. We know that. She got a broken leg. And as a result of that, maybe, did not get to continue doing her thing, so she put on a little weight. But hey, that's minor. To give you a little thing that what we were discussing. So we know exactly where we have to do, what we have to do, where we have to go, what we have to go in front of us.
And
so
some spliff after the Sri Lanka Test series. I'm bringing you back in alongside the dock, and we're going to, because much people don't focus on women's cricket in the region. Right? Most people don't discuss it unless it's happening.
I'm looking forward to that. Please,
because
I'm looking forward to that. Give me the time in advance where I can clear my schedule, where I can come and sit down in the studio, come out Liberta, sit down in the studio, and let's talk sports with the doc, yourself. Hey, however how much? It's an hour or 2 hours you do?
We'll do 2 hours for that because it's a special.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah,
so
because
tell me
when it's all said and done,
yeah.
Chicago, who does Chicago market? Michael Jordan. The Lakers market many people because they had many. But people market people, and I think that, me personally think that right now, with the last person that the West Indies marketed was Chris Gayle.
Yep.
And I think right now we have Haley Matthews, who can really be somebody we market along with You market Haley and the women. You have
Haley and big name.
Haley and big name. People sell jersey. Do something.
Yeah, I'm talking about that. I see Alzari put out some clothing.
Yes.
The jerseys.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to wear one proudly because, as I said, all of us, myself, you, Alzari, Kimberly, you name the whole team, you guys are youngsters right in the past with us. And I felt so proud when I see Alzari, Kimberly, I said, wow, to know where we're from. When I see you, you take a little different with a volleyball, but you still at the highest level. And I feel good.
And I will tell people most times when we do interviews, right? You sit down and tell them, listen, there are a few people that might have a credit, right? On in terms of, like patrons will make sure she went all of my day school. But I always tell people, you see, growing up as a young player in the village, playing the different sports, that is when we get the competitiveness from. Tell them the most competitive person I know in my life are Albertan. I don't know nobody more competitive than Al. Nobody.
Let me tell you, right? Our team had to be successful. Let me tell you why. We go up there in the afternoon, and God bless his soul. Gregory. They said Gregory for me, right? And Gregory, they killed me the afternoon, but me left and go home. And I said, boy, I mean, sleep good. Sleep good. And I said, boy, the other day, I said, look, me go for Gregory. Look, me bang Gregory the other afternoon till the ball bust. Chicken love guapa and all. And let me tell you, if you're old man and all now, if you're old man eating easy, you just help them boys, the competitiveness in them boys, the man go for the kill. And let me tell you, that's what I mean now. I'm missing the cricket.
It's not cricket alone. I think that is generally missed in all our sports in the country. For the past, I would say, 5 years of me playing sports. In the past 5 years, I've played 4 different sports for top teams in the country. Play Premier League football, play for ovals, play netball with the national team, play volleyball with the national team. I know we're missing the battles within training. So when in training, you're not hear nobody you try for, tonight enough. Everybody just, okay, if the coach say we're going to do a drill, just make sure they execute what the coach need alone. Yeah, you do that. But at the same time, you must compete because it is a competition. For me alone now, I don't care who make the team with me now. When it's all said and done, I need
no iron team.
Exactly.
Preach that, no iron team.
You just work. You work. Whenever you're in the competitive setting, you have to compete against your teammate. Yes. If you don't compete against your teammate will not be pushed. And when it comes to the time where the other countries are pushing you, your teammate don't know what to do. You don't know what to do.
Yep. It starts at home.
Yeah.
And sometimes some people trash talk you. Hey, Aiko is what be one of the biggest trash talk up to this day. Maybe rate the guy. And sometimes it's about psychology. I can remember when we're going to play those guys on the weekend we're going to play. I can remember I could look at me and tell me, hey, I'm going to host the dark for you. Can remember then time the dark was I fly them.
Yep.
Fly them. And when we knock I could dark face, they would say, look, hey, bring the dog, man. I'm going to put on muscle on it. And look, when we start knock and dark face down by the train them down there, the day train them, I could come and tell me, boy, they will go home and they never seen nobody call it dark face up to this day. But what? I'll lose the game 81 without loss. I end up lose. Me tell you that on game I was sticking my mind, but hey, you know what? At the competitiveness, what think is lacking it is, I don't know.
The coaches for today as well, some of them get so soft.
Yes, so timid.
I understand safety, right? So me understand when a coach will come to you I kind of understand when a coach comes to you and say, Adrian, I can't try and tackle at Peter today because, but me say to coach, so coach, if every practice session, I am not allowed to throw and tackle, right? What gonna happen when I go into a game and the players start run past me? Where you want me to do?
Remember, you can't
yeah. You have to. I understand recklessness, but it is not a reckless. It is you in basketball practice when Brad's come to our way and say, hey, 5v5 today, lock him up. Brad's is not putting me on. My team has no offensive players, but that team with the quote-unquote star players cannot beat us because what? Are we trash talking for the full 94 feet? We're talking on defense. When a rebound go up, I will put some elbows, get some heavy backs out, I'll put some feet. Because guess what? That is the game. The game is the game. In volleyball, volleyball ain't even fun to me now, Spliff, because when you trash talk a man, he when the game done. Yes. When the game done, big man, me remember. There's so many things that I was told as a young player from seniors that me look up to, right? That if I was like that for today and so Spliff, then come pass me and hail me. But guess what? It is the game.
Me and Jojo are in the media, and I play media against Mickey and them because
at the time, Jumbi, yes.
Yeah, Jumbi. Mickey said you put out catch from me, from me and Jojo. We don't spike because when I up on the radio, how I attack and so.
Yeah.
Jojo hype up the subject. Mickey, what? Mickey ain't think tap me. You just go black Mickey and look, Mickey get vexed.
But you see, he kept it on the court. Off the court, he say I hail and whatever. Nobody keep that personal.
I go fishing with Mickey on my board.
Okay.
But kept Mickey fishing, but when I up on the court, look, the trash tag go to the next level, and after I done, the sun go something I've used to get me shot for painkillers.
That is what people have to understand. Some things you're gonna go overboard with because if a man there's some rules that are follow straight up. If a man married in a talk about his wife, if he girlfriend, free reign. If he girlfriend, free reign because he not married. You know talk about people kids.
Well, look, hey, when it comes to the girlfriend business, we need to touch that neither.
Yeah.
Because sometimes then thin skin, you know what I mean? And me not gonna be that either. But let me tell you, the trash talk inevitable.
You must
bring out the best in you.
Right now, they have some young players. They volleyball. I like them. The other day, we play against Trusty team, and I am gazing Spliff. Me now actually try intimidate the young man. So me look across the net, I gaze at something else, and then me hear the young man say, "What are they be for try intimidate me?" Ha ha ha. Spliff. Me like Spliff. I 10. Long me to get 10. Me to block somebody 10 times for my career since me this university. But when the game done, he come and shake his hand. He said, "Boy, me not trouble again." I said, "No, that's not what you do. You trouble again and you try fight through that." But I mean, again, softball cricket Spliff is here. The T20 competition is on, and people,
definitely.
I'm telling y'all, Sundays, you just find a way to one of the many fields that we're playing at. They're now also going to go in the week, in the night. Now, day cricket, night cricket, let me tell you the difference. In the night, more you hear the jokes in them more.
Yeah.
In the night, some man can't see, so the games are going to be more exciting.
Well, God bless his soul. You remember Stoy?
Okay.
Bagya, when ball go up in the air. Bagya. Remember Stoy? When you tap the ball,
it is over.
Yeah, boy, he like one bomb does drop from an F-16. The loudness for the people around there, someday want to disappear.
Yeah, listen, there are many things, and Smith, by any chance, y'all are doing the trying to do the All-Star thing again. I remember the All-Star, the competition, the 6-sitting competition, the bar.
Yeah, I think that's in the pipeline.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to probably try to do it after the carnival.
Yes.
When everything is cleared. But yeah, we plan to do the franchise All-Star where we have different teams and do what we got to do. Because hey, we want to try to get softball to the next level. The last 30 over and 15 that we have for the male and female. Hey, the crowd is massive. And this one coming up is not going to be no exception because I heard Aiko, last year he won all three. Now this year he down two. And what's her name? The Diane from Flyers. and Gail and Sasha and then gone, Dale and Sasha and then gone, and Kimberly gone 2 in a row now. So now they're going for 3, and the 2 of them have their plan. Say, hey, we gotta stop them. We gotta stop them in their tracks. So they have plans to take care of both teams from stopping them and rightfully getting back their position because they're defending champion.
Yep.
And hey, I guess Gail and Sacha and Kimberly along with Flyers and them and Terrace, they have their plan too.
All I'm telling these teams continue enjoy the rest of the year because next year, whether or not me win, next year my goal, the team that I'm bringing next year, the goal for our first goal is to upset some people. So, if 4 big teams in the competition, yes, for sure, that is my first call. My first call when it comes to joining the team is going to be Alberton, and there are no rules for Al. If you don't want to practice, it no matter. You get
not Al.
And the one thing I know about Al is perfection is key for that man.
Yeah, he give me the first man they practice. That's what I know. Al better than all of them. Because you know why? I see Al first day practice and up to the Sasha Michael. First day practice up to 10. So when you hear the best sense of have a call, I'll have to in there along with Oliver and all the rest of them.
Yep.
Because the man them think had the more century. As far as being because me come little late round there. But from the time me there, Al and Oliver are the 2 men with the century talk. One of these days, I'm going to have to ask both of them for them statistics so I can know exactly, what to discuss, whatever. But both of them, them boys are just 1 point on this, without any doubt in this.
Well,
hey,
remember what I say, class is what?
Permanent.
Class is permanent.
Yeah, so
I mean,
hey,
definitely was a pleasure being on here with you, Spliff. Once again,
hopefully Friday.
Yes,
Friday we'll link up again. And let you know exactly what went on during the weekend and what we have planned for the weekend.
Yes, so once again, shout out to the Honorable EP Chet Green.
Every time.
And WTP Media Network. We are the proud sponsors of the Antigua and Barbuda Softball Cricket Association's T20 competition. Do remember the games play on Sundays mainly, but because of the carnival, they're going to have some games in the week. So, hey, listen, softball is happening. Softball is happening right now when not much else is happening tonight. No basketball to play, no football. Maybe in Village League you play somewhere here or there. You can watch on Village League. No volleyball to play. So guess what? Netball is playing. So you have sports for watch. That's what I like about sports in Antigua. You always have sports for watch.
Wonderful.
And we're going to softball. So that
I cannot say enough thanks to WTP and Honorable Paul Chetfield for making this thing possible. And Adrian with you on board as well. Hey, you know what? He's going to go to the next level. No doubt about it.
Yeah,
have a great day, man.
Same to you, sir. Same to you.
Blessings.
Welcome back. You're locked into the Endgame Sports Show. My name is Adrian Constant. We are going straight into some cricket. So West Indies played against Sri Lanka on the weekend. Oh, I'm sorry. We have to take a quick break. After the break, we come back. You're locked into the Endgame Sports Show.
To WTP Radio 93.5 FM.
Tune into the Med Lounge on WTP 93.5 FM every Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Brought to you by State Insurance Company Limited. Join Dr. Rashida Williams and her guests as they share their insights on wellness and disease management. Discover the benefits of supplements, nutraceuticals, and holistic health solutions to take control of your well-being. Don't miss the Med Lounge, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. on WTP 93.5 FM. Proudly sponsored by State Insurance Company Limited. Live in a better state of mind.
Here's the next big thing on radio. It's The Buzz 268 with CJ the Maestro on WTP 93.5, and get your daily dose of music, views, reviews, interviews, and the latest happenings locally, regionally, and internationally. Tune in Monday to Fridays, 9:30 a.m. until. Listen to the next big thing on radio. It's finally here. The Buzz 268.
Every Tuesday from 8 p.m., the Honorable E.P. Chet Green and his team delivers the information and debates without prejudice. Yes, the news that matters for you, all listeners. So much more than a talk show. We take you beneath the surface. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m. with the Honorable E.P. Chet Green and his friends on WTPAntigua.com, WTP FM 93.5 and 93.7.
It's the stuff you could miss unless you look.
You're listening to WTP Radio 93.5 FM.
Listen, hey, we don't give up, we don't give a damn. Everywhere we go, we mashing up the jam. No matter if the party full, no matter if it ram. Find me in the front, jamming on every woman. Yeah, we don't give up, we don't give a damn.
Welcome back to the Endgame Sports Show. My name is Adrian Constant. This is WTP Media Network. And do remember, it is, we have some specials coming up. We have some things that I'll tell you about some things. So, like the Father's Day, hey, listen, boy. You can win with WTP. That is all I'm saying. Carnival is coming up. Father's Day is coming up. You can win with WTP. We have a Father's Day competition going on right now. To enter, you will have to, simple. You enter, put you and your dad in the running. All you have to do is simply share your story in no more than 2 paragraphs explaining why your dad is the best and why he should win the grand prize. Keep it real. We're looking for warmth, heart, and genuine stories. Hey, may look for funny stories too. But why is he the best? You can send them to 780-2438 or on Facebook at WTP Media Network. The prizes, simple, free haircuts at the Clippers Barbershop and brunch for you and your father at the Sir Viv Richards Stadium. That's at the Wtp Bar. There are more competition. You know what I'm going to tell you about all them now here? Okay, take this one now. Just share the competition. Just share the story. Don't chat GPT a story. Because if you chat GPT a story, I'll know. We'll all know. But you're locked into the Endgame Sports Show. My name is Adrian Constant. West Indies played over the weekend against Sri Lanka in matches 2 and 3 of the T20 series. We split them. We ended up winning the series 2-1. Joining me on the phone lines is, who, Delwan in the building. Good afternoon, Delwan.
Good afternoon, Adrian.
Straight up, Delwan. We can do the whole series. But this is how this is the angle of the series that I'm looking for. Did you want to see? You know me. I always think strong teams win. But did you want to see that roster? Was there anybody else you wanted to just see in that T20 roster? Did you see? We got the World Cup roster with the additions of what? Joel and maybe who else? Definitely Joel. I'm not sure who else we added to the roster, but it was we just made a few changes. Was that the roster you wanted to see?
I think from the roster, I thought because of the talks that was happening that he may be eventually drafting, which would have been that guy Laws as spin bowler, but I think personally you would have walked with the inclusion of you have Shamar, Alzari and so on. I think you would have more walked with more Nathan Edward as an addition, and I think we need to walk with one additional batsman, even if it's not a batting all-around a genuine batsman. So because we have a lot of bowling now all-around. So
this, for me personally, I thought that with this team, I didn't need to see Rodman Powell. I didn't need to see Romario. I didn't need to see some players that were sent there. I did not need to see Akil Hussain. He's a staple in the team. We know what's up. I didn't need to see Shea Hope. Didn't need to see Shea, Jason Holder. Didn't need to see Moti. Didn't need to see the guys that I know are going to be playing Test cricket. I would hope that Jason Holder is selected for the Test team. Just saying, I'm hoping that that is happening. I hope that we select Jason Holder for the test team. But
Me too. I was saying the same thing last evening. Well, good.
I thought that this was an opportunity to give Akeem August a good burn. We didn't opt for that. I thought that he definitely should have gotten a good burn. I thought that Joel should have gotten a burn as well. But, I mean, they gave Akeem August the third game. I didn't need to see Rustin Chase. We could have, as you mentioned, taken Nathan Edwards. Thought that we should have kept Quentin Sampson in the team because you took him to the World Cup. He didn't get any playing time. And we said he was our breakout player, and we took him to the World Cup saying, why did we take him to the World Cup? Saying that, oh, he has a bright future, blah, blah, blah. But then you come into a series after a World Cup, our first T20 series since the World Cup. The next World Cup is 2 years away. There is no, and we're going to qualify. No, much teams are not better than us in the world. So it's not like we are in dire, oh boy, we need to make sure these guys play. We're also going into a CPL season where these guys are going to play anyway. So I'm not like, I need to get them no T20 cricket, if you get what I'm saying. So I didn't like this selection. I mean, it's our best team, but I didn't like how we got to that selection. Going to game one, played game one. We played a solid game. Game one. Shea-Hope, amazing. You know, our batters look a bit better than our bowlers, although they took a while to get there. But I think that there was no doubt. Vanden King had 37 off of 22. Thought that his knock was a good knock. Shea was amazing, 65 or 54. Shimon Hetmeyer, again, I just need him to push on. That's my thing. I just need him to push on. He's getting these quick starts and just not pushing on. Then we went to game two. First bad thing that happened in game two was our decision to rest
Jason Holder.
It wasn't a rest, it was a tactical decision. I mean, to know how I'll come across that. I don't know how it wasn't Romario Shepherd. Rested Jason Holder after I went on radio and I said, yo, Jason Holder best all-rounder in the history of T20. I think Jason Holder is better than Andre Russell. I think Jason Holder is better than Dwayne Bravo, better than Karen Pollard as an all-rounder. He's more impactful. A good Jason Holder game means West Indies is winning. A good game from the other three guys, we might win. He means more to us than the others. But we decided, let's not go with Jason Holder. Also, the problem is I think if you're good, you're good. So in game two, we did not bring back Akil Hussain because we said he's going up against two other left-handers, so it doesn't match up. If you're good, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the fact that we are high.
I don't care who you're going up against.
I'm saying. I don't like the fact that we are hiding our best bowler because a matchup doesn't favor him. That means
look at who Rustin Chase took down last night. Somebody who would have been his matchup.
Yeah. And this is our problem. But yesterday we saw the bright light in Shamar Joseph. He had he took his first fifer. He had an amazing outing.
He bowled well. He bowled hard too.
I do think that Shamar is a key piece in our cricket for the next 4, 5, 6 years, right? However, I do think that, and what I like about Shamar, this core of Shamar Alzari, and Shamar Alzari, and I want to say Jason Holder should be a part of this core. I think our core four should be Shamar Alzari, Jason, and Shamar Alzari, Jason, Jaden Seas, off of the basis that Jaden Seas is very good in red ball cricket. But if we want to be dominant again, we need our guys playing all 4 formats. If we want to be dominant, Alzari and Shamar can't. Well, now we've moved to Alzari and Shamar. It was Alzari only playing all 3 formats. He about 4 formats. Alzari was the only person playing 3 formats. Now we moving. Shamar is playing 3 formats as well. So both guys are playing 3 formats as our leading pacers. Who else? What else? What do you think? Are you in agreement with me, or you think differently?
No, I think so because I mean, just like all the other teams, it's what do you call it? Camaraderie in a sense. You when the pace attack has a plan, it works in all formats. You just change pretty much your length depending on the format, but. Hey, if I'm going attacking from here, I may leak a few runs, but yeah, you're coming on the back end, you tying down on the end, and we saw in the games where I think it was the last night and the other games where they had Matthew Ford coming from one and then Shamar coming from the next. Shamar is coming all guns blazing. Yes, he may leak a few runs. But with Matthew Ford moving the ball somewhat from one end and then Shamar coming raw pace on, you had a good chemistry going there. And of course he got his well-deserved 5-4 last evening. But he's been doing, and in his interview, they were asked, I think it was, Brathwaite asked him, that he's now coming into a rhythm of bowling the Yorkers in the back end. And he said...
Oh, boy. That one. He's executed. He execute. I must say. So now, this is the thing, right? So, you watch this team, and I'm saying, in all honesty, that, what's his name? Alzari was irreplaceable. No, I think that it's understood that he's the leader of our attack. It's understood that Alzari is a talent. So the fear that we had that they were about to, get him out of the team, I don't have that fear anymore. However, I do know that these three bowlers, we have the potential of having one of the most feared. Now, every team in the world right now, they are all developing good fast bowlers. You can't run from it. You can't run from the teams that are developing good fast bowlers. But we can really, really, really lock in on some top fast bowlers. In test bowling, obviously, the top 5 in the world, 3 of them are coming from Australia. Boland, Stark, Cummins, and I mean, when it's all said and done, yes, Boland, Stark, Cummins, but the skipper is still him. Josh Hazelwood was Josh Hazelwood. He I didn't even call his name. South Africa still have the Jansen, Rabada. Those are guys that are still ranked. So whether or not they decide, hey, listen, boy, I'm coming back. West Indies, we have we don't have a ranked bowler. Our top ranked bowler in Test cricket is still Kemar Roach. Shamar Joseph is ranked about 24th. Jaden Sears is ranked top 30. Alzari is ranked top 30. We can push on with those 3 guys in white ball cricket. That's what we need. We need them to take the step in white ball cricket. So with that said, adding a guy like Vittel Laws, no, this is the next problem that we're having. Joel was a bright prospect. So Joel was a wonder kid. No, he's a bright prospect. He has fallen off. It is the truth. The truth is he has fallen off from his potential. But he hasn't dropped off of the cliff. So I don't want anybody to hear this and hear me say and think I'm saying, oh, Joel dropped. No, he hasn't. Jewel was a 5-star wonder kid, 5-star potential. He had a 3.5, give or take, 3.5-star ability at the time. Now, 3.5-star ability in the world cricket is really good. 3.5 stars is good. But he was a 3.5-star ability with the potential of a 4.5, 5-star ability. 5-star ability is Sachin Tendulkar, Sir Vivian Richards, Brian Lara, Kevin Pete, maybe Kevin Peterson. But that's 5-star. 4.5-star, Shea Hope. 5-star Virat Kohli, Shea Hope, 4-star, 4.5-star. He had the potential to be a 4.5-star. That always goes down when their potential is that high. But he still has the ability to become the greatest modern-day batsman in West Indies cricket. He can become the best in his generation. And we have the same deal with Vital Laws. Vital Laws can become something very special. How do we manage these players? Managing these players that are managing young players has been a problem throughout the entire world. In the entire world of sports, there are many young stars that never push past their potential. What do we do? What? And then we have sleepers in West Indies cricket like Teners and so on. Looking forward to see what they can do, But that one, you're watching any Women's World Cup games, T20 games?
Yeah, I watched even the game I think it was this morning between Bangladesh and Netherlands. I watched West Indies game. I watched India when they played. I don't remember who they played. I watched the opening game when the captain from England scored 100. Yeah, so I've been watching the games.
So West Indies had an unlikely hero the other day. And I say unlikely hero because I didn't know that. I thought that, remember, she looked like she got injured in the last warm-up game. That's Shemaine Campbell, and, she came in, and Shemaine was amazing. Shemaine had 90 off of 62, 7 fours, 3 sixes against a New Zealand team who we think is one of the solid teams in the world. Kiana Joseph didn't really get off. The skipper was too short of a half century. But Shemaine pushed on and was dominant. 90 off of 62, she was dominant.
Aline, you got to talk about Aline when you talk about a game. Yeah. Aline was phenomenal.
Yeah, she was with the ball. She was definitely for Aline. Now, there are a few players that I like. I'm watching, when I watch our bowling lineup has a lot of people that can bowl, but not a lot of people that their impact is as felt as we want it to. Now, Zayda James, I think it's maybe time for her to get a break from the team and go into. You see the high performance centers that they said they put, Gurikesh Moti and so on in to take a break. I think Zayda needs to go into one of those. Zayda hasn't. Maybe I am wrong, but I haven't seen Zayda have a good game for West Indies in a while. And I haven't. The young St. Lucian, again, nice talent now. But if I am supposed to go back and look at her match list, her bowling innings list, I don't think it's been anything that in a long time. The last Zayda has never, in her T20 career, in West Indies colours, Zayda has never gotten more than 2 wickets in a game. And the 2 wickets came against Ireland just maybe 2 weeks ago. Everything has been 1 wicket. 1 wicket.
But what I didn't understand that we're actually looking for a bowler and Hector couldn't get a ball.
Because Hector, I think that after the first over, I don't think they believed anymore, and that's a thing with our bowlers too. Our bowlers are not persistent. So the Josiah Claxtons, they can take wickets, but it's been proven that the inconsistency of them sometimes is after when they go big for an over, they normally come back and go big again. They don't have a lot of comeback overs. And that is going to be a problem for us. And so I think that Jada James needs a rest. In 28 matches, in 28 ODI matches, she only has 12 wickets. In 32 T20 matches, she only has 10 wickets. That is not that. Those are you should be dropped kind of numbers, but I don't think you should be dropped and put away. I think she needs to go into a center where she is worked on only. No, get me wrong now. Listen to me. I am Zeda, talented. She's a nice talent. She's a nice talent. Me find one of the West Indies great left arm spinners. And I'm seeing, what can happen. And even if not left arm spinners, I'm finding somebody that I can peer her around.
True.
Because we need that from her. We need the talent. We need what she can bring. Put her in a camp with somebody. I'm not sure what the situation. I'm not sure if we still have a good relationship with that guy like Nikita Miller. Let's see if we can put you it. But
I think Miller is working with laws.
Yeah, so I am putting her into that. I am putting her in that. Zeda, check them. I'm putting her in that because we have the talent and I nurture the talent. This at 21-year-old, somebody at 21 years old has already played in both combined. She's already played over 50 matches for the West Indies. At 21 years old, she made her ODI debut 2 years ago. She made a T20 debut 2 years ago. When you're 19 and 20 and you're included in the world teams, that means you're the best amongst your nationality. That means that you should be producing. And if you're not producing, you have to take you out early before it gets bad. Are we going to wait until she's 25 and only have 40 wickets in 150 matches? So again, Delwan, it was a pleasure being on here with you. The Endgame Sports Show. And the Knicks, Delwan, the Knicks win over the weekend. Me not talk about that. Everybody knows. So hey. But before we go, Delwan, the national team training squad has been announced. I have it right here with me.
Go ahead. I haven't heard it, but go ahead.
Let me pull it up. The national team, the volleyball national team training squad has been announced. I'll do it by positions. The provisional training squad. The middle blockers: Dwight Bonnie, Kimani Joseph, Gladstone Joseph, Abna Farak, Javon Carbon, Shamar Banis. Setters: Miguel Pena Lugo, Stefan Warren, Barrymore Daly, Dominic Anthony, Colin Thomas. The opposites: Asafa Donovan, George Freeland, Paul Richards, Joshua Roberts, Jaden McDaniel. The outsides: Erwin Mathurin, Jamari James, Karen Davis, Amali Mannix, Ozan Williams, Khalid Joseph, Reno Sharp, Ann Liberos, Jedediah Christian, and Yashid Agis. That is the training squad for the national team. Dwight Bonnie, Kimani Joseph, Gladstone Joseph, Abner Farak, Javon Carbon, Shamar Banis, Miguel Penny Lugo, Stefan Warren, Barrymore Daly, Dominic Anthony, Colin Thomas, Asafa Donovan, George Freeland, Paul Richards, Joshua Roberts, Jaden Daniels, Erwin Mathurin, Jamari James, Kyron Davis, Amali Mannix, Ozen Williams, Khalik Joseph, Reno Sharp, Jedediah Christian, and Yashid Argis. Two players were selected and both withdrew. Ronell Richards, he is withdrawing. Stated that his availability isn't confirmed, and I withdrew I withdrew. Right now, I am not available for national duties. I am going into a high performance training camp for 5 weeks. After that, reevaluate, see remedy. Yeah, so. What do you think about the training squad, or anything? Anybody there that should have made it from what you saw in the club league? Should have made it, didn't make it?
Should have.
Was there a name that you were looking for and you didn't hear?
I don't. Honestly, thinking about it, nah. I just just one name there would question would have been Kimani Joseph. I know he was injured, but I guess he's fully recovered and ready to go.
I don't know his injury status, but I do think that as the
didn't even think he played enough.
He was the U23 captain. Came off of a senior team where he was a starting middle, so I figured that I didn't question. It wasn't something I would question. I thought though that definitely thought ITA was getting a call up. I'm not sure if they knew. Maybe they know his situation in. He's obviously based in Barbuda, so maybe that wasn't the thing. I saw Paul and Colin, so seeing Paul and Colin, I thought that maybe Herb would have been a part of the call ups too, the training squad, but I am not sure. I also was looking forward to seeing a Tamar in the training squad. Didn't see Tamar. That one was shocking to me. I thought
maybe they're looking at position where you would put Tamar to play.
Yeah, but I still. I mean, we know he's a libero by trade. He's set for his club team, but again, he's a libero by trade. He's set for his club team. He could have been included as a libero, so I don't know what it was there. Waiting for the women's training squad. I think it was announced. I don't have it, but I'll wait to see. I see some names there that I don't think I would have selected, but it's a training squad, so I just wait to see the final 10. 10 or 12. I mean, if you really, for me, if me the coach, you really have a light lamp. For me, tell you, let me tell you some people. There are some persons that are. There's some persons that I am definitely selecting in the team. Generally, like, and that is what you have to understand in sports. I think that Kyron is definitely. So if we're picking 10, Kyron now makes it 9. Jamari makes it 8. Dwight makes it 7. One opposite spot
Granny.
is one Yashit. Yes, because there's only one other libero training with him. If it was Tamar there with him, maybe not. But Yashid makes it 6. Especially after how good he was in the President's Cup. Yashid makes it 6. Khalik makes it 5. Erwin leaves you with 4 spots left. 4 spots, 2 going to setters. So I am also taking, maybe I'll take Colin and Dominic, because if we're walking with 10, you need flexibility. Need flexibility. Dominic can come in and play on a wing for a possession or 2. And just depending on my availability will
Also middle.
I think
Also
depending on my availability, that will determine what happens with the opposites. If I'm not available, I think you walk with Asafa and George. If I am available, that means I'll be in shape. So if I'm available, that means I'll be in shape and ready to go. I'm not going to be available half ready. If I think I'm half ready, I'm not going. So if I'm available, I think you walk with either one, either Dominic, either Asafa or George. Yeah. Walking with the two of them, I don't think you walk with the two of them.
Really?
But we'll see. It's 10.
I just hope that guy has a good training session. Looking at him, both in the President's Cup and for his team.
Cool.
I think when he got the opportunity to make an impact on the game, he really tried his best. That would have been, I don't remember his name, but he's from Old Road.
Amali.
Right.
Yeah.
I like his aggression.
I'm not looking for them in the senior team, honestly. Unless it's a split. If it's a split where you send some one tournament, send some the other tournament. I don't think they. I don't think they're ready for the senior team as yet. From what I play with, I play in the same club with them, and I only think that George. I think George is closer to senior to being ready for the senior team. A lot of people will say different because obviously he doesn't get a lot of playing time when I'm there. But I can tell you, I see him closer than the others. To be honest, George, Asafa, It's hit and miss, hit and miss. Sometimes hit and score with him in terms of today you can get a really good Asafa, but I think sometimes he lets the moment get to him. But I think Khalik is ready for the moment. Just if they can impress the coach. But again, Delwan, it was a pleasure being on here with you. Thank you. Join us on the Endgame on Wednesday. You're locked into the Endgame Sports Show. My name is Adrian Constant. This is WTP Media Network. Do remember our Father's Day competition. You can put your dad, you and your dad in the running. Just share a great story of why your dad is the best and why he should win the grand prize. You can send the story to 780-2438 or on Facebook at WTP Media Network. My name is Adrian Constant. The prizes are a free haircut at Clippers Barbershop and brunch at the One Tip restaurant, One Tip Bar and Restaurant for you and your father. For your father and his guests. So you might not go no way. At the Civilian Richards Stadium, that's at the One Tip Bar over there. You're locked into the Endgame Sports Show. My name is Adrian Constant. It was a pleasure being on here with you guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Hey, plenty sports to play. Go and watch some sports, man.
I feel it, feel the rhythm now. You feel it? The Caribbean's greatest summer festival is here. Bigger, louder, and sweeter than ever. Feel the rhythm from July 25th to August 4th, 2026.